Star Trek's 7 of 9 actor turned down a Picard spinoff, not Legacy. It just wasn't me. Jerry Ryan has confirmed that she was offered a role in a spin-off series of Star Trek Picard that was not the rumored Star Trek Legacy, but chose not to accept it. The proposed Star Trek Legacy would focus on Captain 7 of 9 Jerry Ryan, Commander Raffi Musiker, Michelle Hurd, Sidney LaForge, Ashley Sharp-Chestnut, and Ensign Jack Crusher, Ed Spaliers, on the newly rechristened USS Enterprise G, along with returning next-generation characters. For Trek Movie, Ryan appeared at a panel with her Star Trek Voyager co-stars Garrett Wang and Robert Duncan McNeil at SpaceCon in San Antonio, TX, and she was asked about the future of 7 of 9. Specifically, she was asked if there were any plans for a 7 of 9 show, to which she replies that there had been. She stated that she was pitched her own show after Picard ended, though it was not Star Trek Legacy. She goes on to say that she ultimately turned it down. Here's what she had to say. Ryan was vague about exactly why the series she was offered was not a good fit for her, but it's clear that she would return to the role that made her famous. Ryan joined the cast of Voyager in Season 4, portraying a former member of the Borg Collective. After Voyager, 7 of 9 appeared in Season 1 of Star Trek Picard, and as a main cast member in Season 2. In Picard, 7 is a member of the Fenris Rangers, a peacekeeping organization active near the former Romulan neutral zone. The end of Picard Season 3 saw 7 taking control of the Titan, rechristened as the USS Enterprise G, with Raffi as first officer and Jack, now a Starfleet ensign, as special counselor. The events in the Star Trek Picard finale are a perfect launching point for a new series, and would allow for not only appearances by Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and Star Trek Voyager cast members, but would also continue the storytelling in present-day Star Trek. By the sounds of it, the series offered to Ryan would not have followed up on the finale. As great as a spin-off series of Picard would be, there is a very good possibility that it will never see the light of day. Picard Season 3 was a hit with critics and viewers, but Paramount seems pretty busy with other Trek-related projects. They are currently in production on the Starfleet Academy series, which has already been renewed for Season 2, as well as the upcoming Star Trek Section 31 film, not to mention the upcoming Season 3 of Strange New Worlds and a possible 4th reboot film. A Picard spin-off is probably not in the stars at this moment. In the vast and enduring world of Star Trek, few characters have captivated audiences like 7 of 9, the once assimilated Borg, who found her humanity again aboard the USS Voyager. Played by Jerry Ryan, 7's journey was one of transformation, redemption, and profound character development. So when Star Trek Picard brought her back into the fold, it felt like a natural continuation of her story, older, wiser, and grappling with the scars left by her experiences with the Borg and her time with Starfleet. With the conclusion of Star Trek Picard in 2023, the question of what would come next loomed large. Fans clamored for a spin-off, especially with the introduction of the Star Trek Legacy storyline, a series many hoped would focus on the next generation of Starfleet officers, including 7 of 9 in a prominent role. However, recent reports have revealed that Ryan turned down the opportunity to be involved in another spin-off, not Legacy, but a different project altogether, citing the reasoning that, "It just wasn't me." While the details of this spin-off remain somewhat mysterious, it's clear that it would have placed 7 in the spotlight. So what could have led Jerry Ryan to pass on an opportunity that would have further cemented her place in Star Trek lore? 7's journey, a character in transition when 7 of 9 was first introduced in Star Trek Voyager, she was unlike any other character on the show. Removed from the Borg Collective by Captain Janeway and the Voyager crew, she was an outsider, both literally and emotionally. Her struggles to reclaim her humanity while navigating the ship's crew created some of the most compelling story arcs of the series. It wasn't just about relearning to be human, it was about understanding empathy, relationships, and trust, things 7 had long been denied while connected to the hive mind. Jerry Ryan's portrayal of the character was deeply nuanced. She balanced 7's stoicism with vulnerability, creating a character who resonated with fans on multiple levels. Many identified with her journey of self-discovery, the search for identity, and the difficulty of fitting in, even when surrounded by others who wanted to help. By the time Voyager ended, Seven had become a symbol of resilience and transformation. Years later, when Star Trek Picard brought Seven back, her character had evolved even further. No longer the struggling former Borg, she had grown into a fierce, independent figure who still bore the emotional scars of her past, but used them as a force for good. Her involvement in Picard's journey to take down the remnants of the Borg threat and later joining the crew of the USS Titan A underlined her continued importance in the Star Trek universe. It was a triumphant return for a character who had become iconic. The appeal and the challenge of a spin-off, the success of Seven's reintroduction into Star Trek had many fans and creatives eager for more. The idea of a spin-off centering on Seven, perhaps exploring her journey as the captain of her own ship, was floated. Such a series would have allowed for more exploration of her character's past, present, and future. How would Seven navigate the often conflicting values of Starfleet and her own harsh experiences? What new challenges would she face in leadership, and how would her Borg history continue to shape her interactions with the galaxy? However, Jeri Ryan's recent comments have shed light on why she turned down such a project. "It just wasn't me," she stated, leaving fans to speculate on what exactly that meant. Was it the direction the character was headed in? A storyline that didn't align with her vision for Seven? Or perhaps it was the emotional and physical demands of committing to yet another long-running series. Ryan has been candid in past interviews about the toll that playing Seven took on her during Voyager. The rigorous schedule, combined with the character's emotionally heavy storylines and the physically uncomfortable Borg costume, made her time on the show both rewarding and challenging. Returning for Picard after so many years likely gave her a new perspective, but perhaps the prospect of diving back into a full-time series again didn't hold the same appeal. Moreover, Ryan's decision may reflect a desire to move on creatively. Actors often face the challenge of being typecast or tied to a single iconic role. 7 of 9 is undoubtedly a career-defining character for Ryan, but it's possible she wants to explore other opportunities, characters, and genres beyond the Star Trek universe. The role of Star Trek Legacy. While Ryan has confirmed she turned down one spin-off, it's important to note that she has not closed the door on Star Trek Legacy should it come to fruition. Legacy, envisioned by Picard showrunner Terry Matalas, would likely continue the storylines of several characters introduced in Picard, including Seven, now a captain in Starfleet. Ryan's involvement in such a project would align more naturally with the trajectory her character took at the end of Picard. Fans are hopeful that Legacy will become a reality, as it promises to blend the old with the new, building on the success of Picard while pushing the story forward with younger characters. If Ryan's 7 of 9 were to feature in this ensemble cast, it would likely offer her the opportunity to continue Seven's story in a meaningful way without bearing the full weight of the series as a full-time lead might. What lies ahead for 7 of 9? For now, Seven's future remains as mysterious as her past. Jeri Ryan's decision to turn down the unnamed spin-off signals that the character's journey is far from over, but may take different forms than fans might expect. Whether it's in Legacy or another Star Trek project, the character of 7 of 9 will undoubtedly continue to evolve. In the meantime, Ryan's decision to step back from a potential spin-off shows her deep understanding of the character and her own boundaries as an actor. While fans may be disappointed, they can also take